Here in problem number 10, we're given some information about a function in the first quadrant. We're asked to find the area bound by this function and the line x equals 2. So remember a couple things. E to the x over 2 power is the same thing as e to the 1/2 x power. It's going to help us when we integrate. And remember that e to any power is going to be a positive value, a non-negative or a positive value. E to anything is going to be positive. So to find the area in the first quadrant bound by this function, and x equals 2, which is going to be the integral. Okay, so now let's integrate. And since we're in the first quadrant, we're going from 0 to 2, there'll be our limits of integration. So if you think of it in terms of u substitution, we can let u equal 1/2 x. Then du dx is going to be 1/2. And 2 du will equal dx. You don't have to go through the substitution steps. We can go through this with another approach if you remember the shortcut. If not, then we'll crank it out this longer way. So go. So a couple things to remember here. Now that we have a u and we have a dx, we can substitute. We're going to end up with e to the u times 2 du. And we can pull out that 2, the constant multiple, and we have 2 times the integral of e to the u with respect to u. Remember, we purposely didn't write the limits of integration right now because we started with 0 in terms of x and 2 in terms of x. Those are x values. We're going to put the limits of integration in now. What we need to do is figure out the u values. So start with the lower limit. When x equals 2, u is going to be when x is 0, u is going to be half of 0, which is 0. The lower limit stays the same. When x equals 2, u is going to be half of 2, which is 1. So the upper limit is going to become 1. It's kind of a big deal to remember. So let's crank this out. We're going to get 2 times the integral of e to the u, which is e to the u evaluated from u equals 0 to u equals 1. Remember your fundamental theorem of calculus. Now we'll put the upper limit of integration in first. So we're going to get 2 times e to the first power. And we'll put the lower limit of integration in. We're going to get 2 times e to the 0th power. All right, and the hard work is over. E to the first power is just e. E to the 0th power, remember, is 1. And 2 times 1 is 2. We end up with 2 times e minus 2. In other words, this matches option letter A. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching.